Oh dear. Bathroom, Mr. Kirby. Bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
What do you mean by that, my dear?
It's just... What I meant is, well, after all, you do spend a good time there, Anthony. Bathing and shaving. Well, you do take a long time.
Indeed. I hadn't realized I was being selfish in the matter. Oh, go on, Mrs. Signal.
I think it's a very silly game, and we ought to stop it. Yes.
No, please go on, Mrs. Signal.
All right. The next one was lust. Mrs. Kirby's action was human.
Human. Really, Miriam?
I just meant that lust is, after all, a human emotion.
I don't agree with you. Lust is not a human emotion. It's depraved.
Very well, Anthony. Really, it's the most pointless game. Suppose we play 20 questions.
Oh, yes. No. I rather like this game. What was the next word, Mrs. Signal?
Honeymoon.
Oh, yes. And what was Mrs. Kirby's answer?
Honeymoon. Dull.
Dull. What do you mean by that?
Oh, I don't know what I meant, Anthony. It was just that Hot Springs was not very gay that season with all those old people sitting around on the porch all afternoon and nothing to do.
That was not your reaction at the time, as I recall.
Father, this is only a game.
A very illuminating game. Will you go on, Mrs. Signal?
Of course. The final word was fight Wall Street.
Fight Wall Street? What do you mean by that, Miriam?
Oh, I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to my mind. That's all.
Well, you must have meant something or you wouldn't have written it down.
Yes. Oh, I don't know what I meant, Anthony. Nothing.
Well, you must have meant something. What did you mean?
Yes. I just meant that you were always talking about Wall Street, even when we're fighting. I hope you don't mind terribly if we didn't stay for dinner. I'm afraid this game has given me a terrible headache.
Yes, maybe it would be better if we postponed dinner if you don't mind.
Oh, but you're coming tomorrow night, aren't you? I'm afraid we have an engagement tomorrow night.
Yes, maybe we should postpone the whole affair for a little while. The hot weather.
Yes, of course.
I think you're being very ungracious, Father. Of course we'll stay to dinner tonight.
Come, Tony. I'm sure everyone understands.
Well, I don't. I think we ought to stay.
No, Tony.
What?
We're fools, Tony, ever to think it would work. It won't. Mr. Kirby, I won't be in the office tomorrow. I won't be there at all.
Alice, what are you talking about?
I'm very sorry to hear that, my dear. Very. Are you ready, Miriam?
Yes, Anthony.
Darling, you mustn't mind this.
Are you coming, Tony?
No, Father, I'm not.
I see. Your mother and I will be waiting for you at home. Good night.
Good night. Good night!
How dare you, boy? What does this mean? What is this? This is an outrage.
Keep your mouth shut. Which one is it?
What do? What's the meaning? What is it, Grandpa?
That's all. He prints it.
He does, Mom.
Remember last year when you put assassinate the... Well, never.
I refuse to stay here.
Mr. Nevada!
Shut up, you. You're right, Chief. There's enough gunpowder down there to blow up the whole city.
Real music.
Keep still! Everyone's having a
What happened?
Speak to me, officer! You'll shut up!
What is this? What's going on? I'm trying to say.
Shut up! Who's that?
That's my mother.
Declared he was in no way interested in manufacturing firearms, but refused to state why he was on the premises at the time of the raid. Mr. Kirby was in the Union Club, the Racket Club, the Harvard Club, and the National Geographic Society. My, he certainly is a joiner.
All those Richmond elks or something.
I suppose after all this, Mr. Tony ain't ever going to marry Miss Alice.
No, sir. Too bad, too. Miss Alice sure loves that boy.
Ever notice how rich poor boys get themselves in trouble?
Sure is.
I ain't. Me too.
I don't know when we do all that food out of the kitchen. Ain't gonna be no party tonight, that's for sure.
Ain't we gonna eat anyhow?
Well, cooking, I don't think anybody's gonna have an appetite.
Well, I'm hungry.
Well, they ain't. They're all so broke out with that Miss Alice.
What's she want to go away for anyway? Where's she going?
I don't know, mountain someplace, but she's going all right. I know Miss Alice when she gets that look in her eyes.
Too bad, ain't it?
Sure is.
Not even food. More olive oil in there?
Yeah, it's in the salad bowl.
Sorry.
Well, she's going. I think anyone today would change her. Is she gonna stay there as long as the second more? I don't know, maybe she's nice. Sure thing, my in-laws around here, not her.
How do you feel, Mrs. Sycamore?
Oh, I'm all right, Donald. I'm just a little upset.
Well, I won't bother you, Mrs. Sycamore.
She's going, Benny.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, now, Benny.
I can't help it, Paul. Somehow I feel it's our fault.
It's mine more than yours. All these years I've been enjoying life, and maybe I should have been thinking more about Alice.
Oh, don't say that, Paul. You've been a wonderful father and a husband, too.
No, I haven't. Maybe if I would have become an architect, I don't know, something else to be proud of.
But we've been so happy.
I used to think that was enough, but I don't know now. I'm all kind of mixed up.
Well, what time is she going?
Train leaves at 7:30.
Only she see Tony. I know he can change her mind.
She won't. He's been trying all day.
Where is he now?
I don't know. I suppose walking around the block again. Anyhow, she won't see him.
Well, maybe he can catch her as she's leaving.
It won't help.
No, I suppose it won't. I feel sorry for Tony, too. Well, Grandpa?
Now, Penny, let the girl alone.
Grandpa?
Suppose she goes to the Adirondacks. She'll be back. You can only take so much Adirondacks and then you come home.
But it's so awful, Grandpa.
Yes, but in a way, no.
How's that?
Well, Mr. Kirby getting a patrol wagon for one thing. And the expression on his face when he and God had to take a back. I'll never forget that if I live to be 100. And I warn you, I intend if I can have things like that going on.
You know, it was even worse with Mrs. Kirby. When she recognized the jail matron from her bridge club, she was furious.
I bet Bar Harbor's going to see me dull for the Kirby system. Need any help, Alice?
No, thanks, Grandpa. I'm just going to press these. Alice, dear.
I'll bring the other back down, Alice, when you're ready.
Thanks, Alice.
still hurting you?
Oh, it's better. That thing burned up downstairs.
Everything. Damn, I'm in costume.
I told you there was a bright side to everything. Oh, except my 23 years back in. I get another letter every day.
So, what are you going to do about that?
I had a kind of idea yesterday. Don't know if it's going to work, but I'm trying it anyway.
What are you going to do?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Forgive me, the door is open.
Come on in.
You will forgive my coming tonight. I realize you are upset.
That's all right, Mr. Flamecock.
Well, I don't think I can take a lesson tonight, Mr. Flamecock. I don't feel up to it.
Well, I...
Oh, but do stay to dinner. We have all that food. Somebody's got to eat it.
Thank you. Now, I wonder if I know you all well enough to ask of you a great favor.
Why, of course, Mr. Flamecock.
You have heard me speak of the Grand Duchess Olga Katerina?
Oh!
Her cousin was the Tsar of Russia, and today she is a waitress in Child's restaurant on the square.
Yes. Well, if there's anything we could ever do, Mr.
Oh, I tell you, the Grand Duchess has not had a good meal since before the revolution.
She must be hungry.
Not only is today the day off, Thursday, but it is also the anniversary of Peter the Great, a remarkable man.
Well, you mean you'd like her to stay to dinner while we'd be honored? Oh, yes!
In the name of the Grand Duchess, I thank you.
I can't wait to meet her. Where is she?
Oh, she's outside in the street waiting. I bring her in.
You know,
Stand picture. I don't have a tie on. Oh, that's even dress. Oh, I look all right. Yeah.
you know, if this keeps on, I'm going to live to be 150.
The Grand Duchess Olga Katrina! Your Highness, permit me to present Madame Sycamore, Madame Carmichael, Grandpa, Mr. Sycamore, Mr. Carmichael, and Mr. Hippico. Will you be seated, Your Highness?
Thank you. You're most kind.
We're most happy to receive you, Your Highness.
Oh, I'm most happy to be here. How soon is dinner?
Oh, well, I'm sure it will be at no time at all, Your Highness.
Oh, I do not mean to be rude, but I must be back in the restaurant by 8 o'clock. I've substituted as waitress.
I will make sure that you are on time, Your Highness.
Thank you, Flamecock.
So, didn't you wait over once in Child's 72nd Street Blues?
Oh, no, that was my sister.
The Grand Duchess Natasha.
I work in Times Square.
Very many Russians around these parts.
Oh, yes, many. My uncle, Gregory Sergey, he was the elevator man at Macy's. Very nice man. Then there's my cousin, Prince Alexis. He will not speak to the rest of us anymore because he works at Hattie Carnegie. He's in ladies' underwear.
Wait, you are sending all types of people. I don't know who is willing to talk to you.
Oh, thank God our time is coming. My sister Natasha is taking a manicurist. Uncle Sergey, they're posting a floor walker. And next week, I get transferred to Fifth Avenue Child. From there, it's just a step away from Schloss. Then we'll see what Prince Alexis says.
I think you've got it.
You're telling me.
Tell me, Your Highness. Did you know the Tsar personally, I mean?
Of course, he was my cousin. Terrible what happened, though, but perhaps it was for the best. Where could he get a job now?
Pravda, that is true.
Poor relations are poor relations. It's the same in every family. My cousin, King of Sweden, very nice to us for about 10 years. Every once in a while he'd send out a money order. Then he said, I cannot go on. I'm not doing as well myself. I do not blame him.
Oh, of course not. Pardon me.
So, tell me, is it true what they say about Rasputin and all?
Everyone wants to know about Rasputin. And yes, my dear sir, it is. And how?
You have to watch the time, Your Highness.
Oh, yes, I must not be late. Manager is a communist. He doesn't like me.
Oh, well, we'll see if we can hurry things up. Actually, go in the kitchen and see if you can come for you, bud.
Oh, I will help too. I'm a great cook.
Oh, but Your Highness got on her day off.
Oh, I don't mind. Where's your kitchen?
Right there. But you're the guest of honor, Your Highness.
Oh, I love to cook. Come,
Can I help you?
You know what, Penny? She has a great face for a mask. Come on.
You know, she really is a nice lady, considering she's a duchess and all.
It's wonderful what some people go through and still keep kind of happy through it all.
She almost made me forget about everything for a minute.
I better call that Captain.
Oh, wait a minute, Paul, here they come. Maybe Tony's changed her mind.
Ed, will you go and bring my bag down?
Don't do that. Don't do it.
Ed, please.
All right, then, bring it down. You know something? You've got the most stubbornest daughter in all 48 states.
That must be the cab.
If it is, it's certainly wonderful service.
Tony, you're out.
Yes, come in, Mr. Kirby.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Good evening.
Forgive my intruding. Tony, I want you to come home with me. Your mother is very upset.
Oh, all right, Father.
I need hardly,
Goodbye, Tony.
I need hardly say this is painful to Miss Kirby and myself as it is to you people. I'm sorry, but I'm sure you understand.
Yes, but in a way, no. Now, I'm not the kind of person that likes to interfere with other people's lives. But the fact is, Mr. Kirby, I don't think these two young people have as much ships as you and I.
Grandpa, will you please not do this?
I'm just talking to Mr. Kirby. A cat can look at the king, and
You got quite a while before the train goes out.
Do you want me to do that, Alice?
No thanks, Mother. Yes, will you send a cab to 761 Claremont right away, please? That's right, thank you.
Alice,
Father?
Are you ready, Tony?
Father, I can handle my own affairs. Alice, for the last time, will you marry me?
No, Tony, I know exactly what your father means, and he's right.
No, he's not.
Alice, you're in love with this boy. And you're not marrying him because we are the kind of people we are.
Grandpa,
I know you think the two families wouldn't get along. Well, maybe they wouldn't. But who's to say that they're right and we're wrong?
I didn't say that, Grandpa. I only feel that...
Well, what I feel is that Tony's too nice to wake up with nothing in his life but stocks and bonds.
How's that?
Yes, mixed up and unhappy, the way you are.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Vanderhoff. I'm a very happy man.
Are you?
Certainly.
What do you think you get your indigestion from? Happiness? No, sir. You get it because most of your time is spent doing things you don't really want to do.
I don't do anything you don't want to do.
Yes, you do. You said last night that at the end of the week in Wall Street, you're pretty near crazy. So why do you keep on doing it?
Why do I keep on? Why, it's my business. Man can't just get rid of the business, can you?
Why not? You've got all the money you need. You can't take it with you.
What do you expect me to do? Live the way you do? Do nothing?
Well, I have a lot of fun. Have time to do it. Read, talk, visit the zoo now and then, practice my darts. Even have time to see when spring comes around. Don't talk to anybody I don't want to. And don't have 6 hours of things I have to do before I get in 1 hour of something that I want to in. And I haven't had bicarbonate soda in 35 years. What's the matter with that?
What's the matter with that? Suppose we all did it. Fine world we have, everyone going to the zoos. Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Vanderhoff. Who would do the work?
Well, there's always people who enjoy it. You can't stop them. Inventions. They fly across the ocean. And there's always people that will go down to Wall Street, too. Why? Because they like it. But from what I've seen of you, Mr. Kirby, I don't think you're one of them. You're missing something.
I wasn't aware of missing anything.
Neither was I, till I quit. Used to get down to the office, 9 o'clock sharp, no matter how I felt. Lay awake at nights and feared that I wouldn't get that contract. Used to worry about the work, too. Used to get all worked up about whether Cleveland or Blaine would win the election. Seemed awful important at the time. But who cares now? What I'm trying to say, Mr. Kirby, is I've got 35 years that no one can take away from me, no matter what they do in the world. See?
Yes, I do see. It's a very dangerous philosophy, Mr. Vanderhoff. And it's exactly why I'm opposed to this marriage. I don't want Tony to come under his influence.
What's the matter with it?
What's the matter with it? It's downright communism, that's what it is.
You didn't always think so.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what I'm talking about because there was a time when you wanted to be a trapeze artist.
Don't be an idiot, Tony.
I came across all those letters you wrote to Grandfather. Do you remember those?
No! How dare you read those letters? How dare you?
Why, that's wonderful, Mr. Kirby. Did you retire?
Certainly not. It's absurd. I was 14 years old at the time.
Yes, but at 18 you wanted to be a saxophone player.
Tony!
It's all down there in black and white.
Well, well, well.
And at 21 you ran away from home because Grandfather wanted you to go into the business.
We'll discuss this later, Tony.
No, I want to talk about it right now. Mr. Vanderhoff is right, dead right. I have never liked the business. I've always hated it. And you know something else? I didn't make a mistake last night. I brought you here on purpose.
Tony, well, for heaven's sake!
Because I wanted to wake you up. I wanted you to see a real family. A real family that loved and understood each other. You never understood me. You never had the time. Well, I'm not going to make your mistake. I'm clearing out.
Clearing out? What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just clearing out, though, because I'm not going to be pushed into business just because I'm your son.
But, Tony, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Maybe I'll be a bricklayer or something, but at least I'll be doing something I want to do.
That must be a cab.
Ed, will you tell me to wait a minute?
Grandpa?
Now, Alex, do you mind? Mr. Kirby, Tony is going through exactly what you and I did when we were his age. I think if you listen hard enough, you can hear the same thing that you said to your father 25 years ago. We all did, and we were right. How many of us would be willing to settle for what we eventually got when we were younger? There's only a handful of the lucky that can say they even came close. So, before they clean out that closet, Mr. Kirby, I think I'd get a few good hours on the saxophone.
Pardon me, but before I make the blintzes, how many will there be for dinner?
Oh, Your Highness, may I introduce to you Mr. Anthony Kirby and Mr. Kirby Jr., the Grand Duchess Olga Katrina.
How's that?
How do you do? Before I make the blintzes, how many will there be for dinner?
Oh, better make quite a stack. If you can ever tell.
Good. The Tsar always told me, he said, Olga, don't be stingy with the blintzes.
Mr. Vanderhoff, who did you say that was?
The Grand Duchess Olga Katrina. She's cooking the dinner.
Speaking of dinner, why don't you say we have all that food we had last night?
How about it, Father? Are we staying?
Why, if you care to, Tony, I'd like to very much.
It looks like wonderful meat.
And Alice, if Mr. Vanderhoff will send away that cat.
How about it, Alice? Looks like there's going to be a nice crowd. Will you stay for dinner?
I'm coming to Alice. I'm coming to dinner, Alice. I think the families ought to get to know each other.
Mr. Kirby? Oh, Tony.
What's at the cab?
Grandpa, you're wonderful.
I've been telling you that for years.
Here's a letter for you, Grandpa. It was in the icebox.
How do you do, Mr. Kirby?
Well, well, well.
What is it, Grandpa?
The government again.
What do they have to say this time?
Seems I don't owe him a nickel. I died 8 years ago. Oh, remember Charlie, the milkman, buried under my name? Well, I just wrote him and told him that they made a mistake. I was Martin Vanderhoff Jr., and they said they were very sorry. I may even get a refund. Sure.
Mr. Vanderhoff, how did you say you escaped and come next?
Tonight, my friends, you are going to get...
How do you do?
How do you do?
Fine. I'm glad to see you.
What has happened? And there.
Okay.
Ready in a moment.
Oh, good.
Yes, yes.
Eddie, stop dancing and come here.
Mr. Garvey, you will like that.
Eddie! Oh, you must be careful of your own protection.
everything you've done for us. Looks like everybody's going to be very happy. Alice is going to marry Tony, and looks like things are going to turn out pretty good. Of course, we've all got our help. And as far as anything else is concerned, we'll be with you. Thank you.
Oh, Grandpa, I have a letter from Russia. Yes, sir. And my States are king.
Saving the stand.
Do you like roast goose, Mr. Kirby? We're having roast goose for dinner.
It's my favorite dish.
I'm going to dance for you later, Mr. Kirby. I got it in my turka.
I wrote some special music for us.
That's it.
Mr. Kirby, what do you think your security is? Mr. Bennett, we gotta start thinking about next year's fireworks.
Well, here goes the Adirondacks.
And a very good thing, too.
You kind of wonder along the rehearsal process, are we going to really do this thing? Or do we really want to do this thing? It's been a blast. So we've got tickets still available for Friday and Saturday, and we just welcome you to come again if you wish, tell others, and thank you so very much for coming tonight. God bless you.